Happy Friday, you guys. Good afternoon. I spent the morning just doing errands and trying to get the video up, but now I get to get in the pool. Ah, it looks so nice. Look, the beans out there. That's another thing. He's been kind of sick all morning, so I don't know what's going on with him, but I hope he feels better. So that trip in the pool was a little short-lived. That is right above us right now. Oh yeah, it's pretty it's pretty scary looking. What is the deal with all this weather? Holy cow. But I did get to go in the pool for a minute, so at least, you know, I got my minute of fun. Oh, and I did take the float. These two floats I took out just because they were discoloring, the yellow and the pink one. So I went ahead and I took this one out too, just because I don't want it to discolor. I love it so much. I want to like take care of it. And so I just figured I would show you guys. I took it out. I'm like, I'm a really good, you know, responsible float owner. So now you guys know. Tim called me. He's on his way home from work, and the train that he was on, whoa, do you hear that thunder? Dang. The train that he was on hit a car. Like there was a car in the middle of the train tracks and the train couldn't stop and it hit this car. I think everybody's okay. I'm pretty sure the guy got out of the car. I'm not 100%. I will let you know as soon as Tim gets home, but I couldn't believe it. So he's gonna be really late, which stinks. So we're not going to be able to do anything tonight. Plus, I really don't think that we would be able to do anything. This looks like a pretty large storm. It's a big one. I don't think it's the big one, but it is a big one. What the heck? I was bringing the stuff inside from the pool and Bean is so scared. I wish the thunder didn't affect him so much. I think it's something that you have to correct when they're very small, like young, you know, puppies. And I didn't do that with you, I guess. I'm sorry. I just wanted to show you guys how dark the sky is, but it's still kind of like sunny outside. It's very strange. Yeah, it's a big storm. Can you hear it? Oh, lightning. Oh no. And then over here it's like nice and sunny, but you can see the beginning of the storm. I guess the end of the storm? I don't know. Wow. I made a cup of tea. It's that flowering tea. Tina gave me some more. So that was like really awesome. I love this stuff. So that's what I'm doing while I'm waiting is watching Real Housewives, which is terribly wonderful, and drinking tea. So, and Tim should be home soon. Oh, and I should say, because I totally didn't give you guys an update, the person that their car got hit, they're fine. They just didn't move and they were stopped on the tracks, and the train is very big, and I guess, you know, because it weighs so much, it can't stop really quick. So it hit the car, but everybody's fine. They are now moving, and he's just gonna be late, but yeah, just crazy. It's crazy that people just stop on the tracks like that, but I'm glad everybody was okay. Bandit's scared of the thunder, so he's just like hanging out with Armani. It's cute. I'm sorry that you're scared, but it's cute. Oh, a lot of you guys were asking about Bandit's bump. He does have a bump. What? Oh, this is a fire ant bite, you guys. Make sure that when you're in Florida, you watch out for those fire ants because they are no joke. They are painful. But Bandit has, where is it? Let's see. There it is. You can kind of see it. He has a bump on his tummy, and it's probably like the size of my fist. It's pretty large. But we've had it checked out, and the vet just told us that well, he's so weird. But the vet just told us that it's basically a fatty cyst. I forget the exact name. It has a name. I have the paperwork, but it's like a fatty cyst. So it's not doing anything to him other than looking kind of funny. It's not hurting him. It's not attached to anything important. Oh, that's probably Tim. But so they said, you know, I could do the surgery. It's going to grow back. And I opted not to do the surgery because he's a little bit older. So, you know, if it grows to be a size that's like crazy large and it's like hurting him from walking or just hurting him in any way, you know, I'm sure we would have it removed. But for now, I just don't really want to put him through it. So he just kind of looks funny. But same thing with Armani. He's got a little bump on his neck and also on his chest. But I would just rather not have them go through surgery when they don't really need to. They are being so good right now. Aww. They're like, no, don't make me have surgery. These little babies. This is like my favorite time when I just get to sit and pet the pups. Love them. So I'm drinking my tea. I made, it was some sort of red something or other. It's very good. But I'm also getting ready for dinner because Tim's gonna be home really soon, and he said, sorry, my kitchen is pretty dirty right now. Sorry to make you stare at it, but he said he wanted chicken, and we have like all these extra French fries from the Nordstrom place, which was delicious, by the way. You guys should definitely try it. And then somebody left a comment and said, you know, like, why did we say that it was dangerous? And again, just our opinion. I worked at the Florida Mall for a little bit of time, and it was just, it was dangerous. Like, we knew the security guards, and they would kind of like tell us stories, and you know, it's just not in a good part of town, and it's very because it's like a touristy mall too. I think that people are there to kind of like prey on people who are not looking at their bags, maybe have too many bags to keep track of, stuff like that. But like, no disrespect, you know, I like the Florida Mall because it has the only Sephora. And then somebody else said JCPenney stores have Sephoras, and I know that they do, but they're not, it's not an actual Sephora, so it's a lot smaller. They don't carry everything that the big Sephora store carries. So that's why I was very excited to go there, because there isn't one. That's like the only one, but we didn't have enough time. So I think we're just gonna have to go back. And we might actually eat at that Nordstrom Bistro place again, because it was really good. And the prices were like reasonable, and it was a very nice like secret, but we shared it with you guys, so there you go. So while I'm waiting for Tim, long story short, while I'm waiting for Tim, I am making some barbecue sauce for the dinner that we're gonna have. And this is Sticky Fingers Barbecue, Memphis Original, so it's kind of like spicy, but not, but a little bit sweet almost, so like a sweet and spicy. And then I like to add just yellow mustard, and I know a lot of people are like, wow, yellow mustard is gross, but not when you add it to barbecue sauce. So it gives it like, you know, like a lighter color, but it just, I don't know. I think this is like also Carolina sauce. I don't know, I like it. I think it's pretty good. It looks like the sun is out, so that's good. I think the storm is passing us. So I'm reheating some chicken that we actually grilled a few days ago, maybe like 2 days ago, I don't know. But I made a mixture of, and I don't know if this is good or bad, it tastes good to me, but a mixture of butter and barbecue sauce that I made. And I kind of cooked it up in that, and it tastes good, so I hope that's like a thing, but I don't know, it turned out okay, so I'm pretty excited. I'm just gonna cover that in barbecue sauce, and then we're gonna eat that and the French fries that we had left over and some veggies, and then we'll be done, right, Bean? Oh, okay, so funny story. I fed the dogs before it started raining, which was like at, I don't know, 5 o'clock, and I usually feed them at 5:30, and they're pretty on schedule, like they know it's dinner time at 5:30, so I fed them early, so now they're trying to convince me to feed them again because it's 6:44. They're acting like they need to eat again. These little tricky guys. You little sneaky sneak, right? You're not gonna get one over on me. I'm too smart. I'm smarter than a dog.
Oh goodness, I'm finally home. What time is it now? It's like 7 o'clock at night. It's like 2 hours later than I normally would because the train hit the car. Don't stop on the track, please. Here's some footage of the actual train wreck. As you guys can see, that red car got pretty messed up. Here's a photo of the damage to the train. Just a little bit of paint transfer. Good times. I think we're gonna relax tonight. Burping. Watch some TV, eat some dinner. Did Jen show you guys the dinner that we have? Yeah. Oh, and look, she made a special barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Our neighbor just came over with fresh eggs. Check this out. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry for the shadow, but look at them eggs. Man, that looks awesome. I can't wait. They're so good too. Sunsets, lollipops, and rainbows. There's no rainbows, are there? Oh well.
It's crazy though how much nicer it is now compared to what I was showing you guys earlier. Like look up. This is
like what it was earlier.
No, earlier it was like crazy.
Like blackness.
Yeah, it was like insane.
Yeah.
And now it's not so bad.
Oh, look at that sunset. Sorry, I take that back. That's not even the sunset at all. That's just like the opposite of the sunset. Sunset's over there. This is just yonder. There you go. There's the actual sunset. It's not quite as nice as what we were filming the other area for. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a lesson in what just happened to me and how not to panhandle. So if you guys are ever in like a really hard situation, you're hard up for cash and you're homeless and you need to panhandle for money, here's how not to do it. So we went to the store, right? Got out in the parking lot. Some guy's like, oh man, look at you, no way. Is that like, and he's looking at my mustache and he's like, oh, let me see it. And I turned and I looked at him and I was like, yeah, there you go. He's like, oh, that's awesome. How long did it take? I was like, a year and a half. And he's like, oh, awesome. Hey, do you think that you could help me out? And I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, oh man, we're homeless right now and we got all our luggage with us and I need to take a shower before I start my job on Monday. Is there any way, by the grace of God, if you have any Jesus in you, can you just give us some money so that we can go and get a hotel room? And I'm like, oh man, I'm sorry, I don't have any money. He's like, man, there's ATMs all over the place. There's ATMs everywhere. Do you want to just go to an ATM and get out some money? I'm like, no, I don't really want to do that. And he's like, why don't you want to help me? And I'm like, well, because that's my money. Like I don't have that money to give you. I'm sorry. He's like, all right. But like seriously, that's super pushy. Like, and then all the rest of the time he's just like yelling at everybody in the parking lot of the store like, you're not gonna help, are you not gonna help me? Like, why won't you help me? And everybody's like, whoa dude, what is happening? You might want to have a little bit more tact in asking for money. Also, your girlfriend was obviously high on drugs. Very obvious. And now to finish off the most ridiculous evening and afternoon ever, we're gonna watch a movie called The Haunter. I hope it's gonna be good. Maybe it will be. It's an independent film channel film. That movie was, I mean, it happened. It was entertaining for the most part. It kind of reminded me of a Nicole Kidman scary movie. Anybody? Say like one of her other movies.
How would they know how to make that connection? They didn't watch the movie.
I know, but if they saw the other movie, then they could get the connection. Right?
You look scary. What's wrong with your face?
I was winking. That's how they know that I have a thing going with them.
Oh my gosh. That's like we were watching
The Real Housewives of New Jersey.
it was Toddlers and Tiaras, and one of the dads.
Oh,
every
yeah.
time he talked, he goes, and the lady goes, "Did you just wink at me?" He goes, "Oh, it's a reflex."
He was a weird dad anyways. He had like super fake teeth. And it was like,
he was really, really into the pageants. I know this is like, this took a left turn.
did you guys catch that? I think that nobody really knows why we're winking anymore.
It's bedtime, I think.
Is it bedtime?
Yeah, it's bedtime. Ooh.
It doesn't count if you wink and then go, woo, yes. Just so you guys know, before Jen winked, I gave her a wink so that she knew to wink. It was a signal we had.
What is happening?
It's gone too far. On that note, it really is bedtime. I'm back in the kitchen. Mickey, I will see you guys tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.